Pioneers knock off the Mars Hill Lions today, 24-7, get 21 unanswered in that second half. Brian Staten joined by Pioneer coach Jerry Odom. It's going to be longer than the 2-minute drill, but a Pioneer team that gets off to a great start. After the 3 and out, then you get the offense getting down. Once you get down there inside the 5-yard line, settle for the 3, but you put some points on the board.
Well, that was important that we put points on the board. I hate that we didn't stick it in there, but we had to get points on the board there. And the good thing is Eli's been doing that. You know, he's been consistent, so that was a positive. And getting up 3 and at least getting a little bit of shot in the arm before we got going.
Jimmy Urzua coming in, their quarterback, the thing on him was maybe we can move him from the spot. He's not going to be as good. Boy, they did a good job protecting him through the game.
Well, they did. We threw a lot of stuff at them, and I think, I tell you, their offensive coordinator, their O-line coach, those guys do a good job, man. Their wide receiver, they got good players and a good scheme. So, to hold them under 300 yards, for me, is outstanding for our guys. That should be a feather in the hat because we made a really good offense, play mediocre today. And that, I give all the credit to my guys. They did a heck of a job today.
It kind of goes back and forth there in that first half. They were able to break the plane in that second half. Well, actually the second quarter, pardon me. And they do get Craig Rucker. But again, for his third game against this guy right here, Jerry Odom, he didn't have that banner game, didn't have that breakout game. Really did a nice job bracketing him. And I know D. Alford asked for the challenge, and he got the challenge.
Yeah, he got it. He had 2 picks, almost had 3. We were able to mix it up a little bit of cover 2 with some different ways to play quarters. They hit us on a couple. I had to change it depending on where he lined up on what kind of quarters we were going to play off 3-by-1 after the first drive when they hit us on a little under route. They did a nice job scheming that. But we did a good job with the adjustment. I think our kids did a really good job with the adjustment. We struggled a little bit on third down in that first drive that they scored on. After that, though, I thought we were really good on third down after we got going.
Well, they were 3 of 7 there in that first half. All 3 third downs converted in that first half were picked up on that one scoring drive. And what I think I'm more impressed with is you put in this little package this week, and this group picked up on it in a hurry.
Yeah, what we wanted to do is we wanted to put D on him and then go nickel. And we put D on him and play man, but then play zone and quarters and different concepts around him, and so that he would have help sometimes he didn't. But and I think that our guys did a really good job understanding that, and that's a good group. I'm gonna miss this group of DBs. They're fun. I can be creative with these guys, and we're gonna miss them. They get mad at me sometimes. I'm on their behinds, but they're a really good group.
And a shutdown second half. You shut this team down, a very good offense, and you shut them down. Was there an adjustment? Did you have to make an adjustment at halftime?
Well, I think what we had to do was get exacts on that little adjustment we made. We just clarified a few things at halftime, and then our thing was take away the running game. We didn't want to let them run the football, and I think we did for the most part. And when you can do that, when you can take the running game away from them, and make them one-dimensional, then you can do all these different things. I didn't blitz that much today, really. I didn't. I played more. We blitzed a lot the last 2 weeks. I figured they were expecting a lot of blitz, so I played more 3-man look, but 4-man rush, creating different ways, and I think our guys did a heck of a job with it.
And then P.J. Green, senior day for him, a guy that's just coming down here to the end. Here's a guy that you can't say didn't get the scoop and score this week. If he gets that, and he almost had 2 in the game.
Yeah, that was a great job by PJ, and we dead-manned them right there when they hadn't seen that. So, because they were sitting way, way, way inside, and when they sit inside like that, so they do that to help pass off the game. So we gave him a little dead man on PJ on the first one. They picked up the second time. But the first time he looked inside, that guy hard slid, and he beat him around the corner. So that we set that up pretty good. It's a great call there by our D-line coach. He's like, hey, you want a dead man? I'm like, yeah, that's a heck of a good call right there. So Jameer made a really good call off that, and I thought we played really, really well.
All right, now offensively, and again, you do enough. And Thurlow Wilkins, his 3rd consecutive game, goes over 100 yards. And again, he can go beast mode and just be that freak that you need him to be.
Just got to get him the rock, baby. Keep feeding him the rock. But the thing we got to do is we turned it over 3 times on fumbles. So we got to take care of that. But we made just enough plays in the passing game. We were sound in the running game, and then we were able to play off each other. Defense. I thought special teams played better today too. We covered well for the most part. We kicked one to Rucker, which was. I was not happy about, but other than that, we played really, really well.
The offensive numbers, you get 2 quarterbacks in there, but Joaquin Collazo goes 12 of 16, 103 yards, and he did have the touchdown today. And a kind of a strange play, but there's a kid just kind of making a play to Jake Moss.
Yeah, Jake Moss. Yeah, you get it near Jake, and he's gonna make it more than he's not. So I'm really happy for Jake, happy for Joaquin, happy for those guys. So we're, like I said, we did enough. We just gotta enjoy this one tonight. and get ready for that team out west.
That team out west.
Thinking about that team out
That
west.
team out west barely survived Limestone today, 42-35. They get the win. You go next week with the chance to do what you wanted to do all along. That's finish, and that would be 5 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that was the goal. Like, we started off 1-5, had a heck of a hard schedule. We probably the Newberry game's still haunting me right now because if we'd have won that sucker, not and had a chance, we had a chance to turn it over 5 times. We get no turnovers. The bottom line is we would have a chance to still go to the playoffs. But now my whole thing this week is going to be if we ain't going, anyway.
They ain't going. Birthday boy, all he wanted was a dub, as he puts it.
Dubs. Winning next week. I'm greedy.
So now he's got to go to next week.
That's the first part of my present. I like 2 parts.
Yeah,
2-part presents are always better.
We're going two-parter.
2-part
okay?
present. Let's go.
We get one for Gabby today. Gabby got the birthday. She gets the birthday gift today. Thanks for spending more than 2 minutes with me.
You're welcome.
That's Pioneer coach Jerry Odom. The Pioneers get the victory 24-7 against Mars Hill. One of the guys that gives us that win, PJ Green, will join us when we come back with more of your Pioneer postgame after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.